studio basement. Thank you, Hillsburn, for being here. Paul, Rosanna, Jackson, Claire, and Clayton make up the band Hillsburn, who are releasing their album, The Wilder, Beyond Friday, February 2nd. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Last year, you guys were really busy touring Canada and to the States and also recording this album, which you recorded yourself and you produced yourself and you engineered yourself.
And by self, we mean Paul.
Paul did it all. So that's a pretty busy schedule for you guys. How do you manage all of that?
Our mom looks after Rosanna and Jackson's cats.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a big part of it. Or cat too, sorry.
That's how we manage it.
I don't have any cats. That's how I'm able to do it. So.
You have no dependencies whatsoever.
No.
Cool. So no kids.
No kids,
awesome.
no cats. Yeah,
pretty much.
It's essentially the only way you can do it.
That's amazing.
Off to a good start.
You guys spent a lot of time in your van Stella. I got the name right, right?
Yeah,
you
you did.
nailed it.
Good. Awesome. How do you stay sane? Because long drives across the country, which you've done a couple of times in the last year, can be brutal.
I think the answer is that we don't.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But also, Rosanna said before, I know that after working with the same people for a year and a half, 2 years, you kind of figure each other out.
Mm-hmm.
You know when to talk to each other, when not to, when to make sure that somebody has coffee in them, you know, that kind of thing.
When to make sure that
Claire.
someone's not hangry, you know. You learn to read the signs a little bit.
It does make a difference.
It all comes down to Claire.
Yeah.
Keeping the drummer happy.
Yeah.
That's fair. Awesome. So the first song you guys are going to play for us is Strange Cloud. Do you want to Clouds with an S? Do you guys want to talk a little bit about that song?
Sure. It's a song about sort of finding yourself at the end of your 20s and realizing that a lot of the things you had hoped would happen have not happened, and nevertheless you are not going to go under. You're going to go into your 30s and not be a complete shitbag.
Cool.
And the chorus came to Paul in a dream. He played me the phone recording of the first time he ever recorded the melody, and it sounds exactly the same.
Yeah, we were driving back from Fredericton a couple of days ago, and I was going through my phone, and I found a recording that I had a nap, and I'd woken up from the nap with this chorus in my head, and you can hear me sounding very asleep singing it, and the melody is the exact same as it is now. It's very weird.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. All right, cool. So this is Strange Clouds.
I had a nightmare out on the water. Russian River was at
I read somewhere that you guys produced one of the songs on the album with Classified. Is that real?
That is correct.
Cool. So is that the only one that was produced outside of band?
Yes.
What was that like, working with Classified? Everyone's worked with
it
them
was
now.
a bit of a mix-up originally.
It was great, though.
We thought one day we thought we were going out just to talk to him about what we might do with the song.
Right.
And we showed up in Paul's Yaris hatchback with none of our instruments. He's like, "Hey, where are your instruments, guys?" So he has a drum kit there. So Claire recorded some stuff on that. He had like a really old electric guitar. Although I slagged his piano when we were there, and that didn't go over well. So I shouldn't slag his guitar either. But he had a guitar, and we did what we could, and then went back another day. But it was great. He was just very relaxed and not trying to impose any kind of agenda on us. Paul mostly had the outline of the song finished, and we added a few things to it. But it was great. It was just easy.
It was really
and
fun.
Yeah. That's interesting that you guys, normally people in like their second album or whatever will try to like go to that next quote unquote level where they like try to find like a big producer or somebody. It's just interesting that you guys decided to do it all on your own. Why did you decide that?
It was more so we have no money.
Cool. That makes sense. Yeah.
And we would like to record an album.
Yeah.
And we luckily have someone in the band whose main skill is learning new skills, which is really, really helpful. And it was very much so an experiment, but I think it came out of a place of, we need an album.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Yeah.
And it turned out to be, I love the process. Mostly the work was for Paul, so he can say whether or not he loved the process, but I definitely...
He didn't love the process. We all know that. But no, I think you kind of have a choice at our stage between paying money and having a little bit of time with someone else, or doing it yourselves and having as much time as you want.
Yeah.
So that's largely what it came down to for us.
Yeah. What was the like duration of recording and everything?
A year?
Yeah, 8 months at least.
Yeah.
And probably more like 10 or 11 from the time we first started tracking some demos.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we ended up being on the road for a month and a half at a time once, and then a few other trips. So
Yeah, it was
wasn't-
not a
it
concentrated period of time working
no.
on the album.
yeah.
Right. Cool.
We ended up doing the last bit of mixing in Edmonton. We were staying at my cousin's house in Edmonton, and we were on tour, and we had 3 days off, and we needed to mix, and we needed to get the album done, so we rented some speakers and sat in our living room and mixed it in Edmonton.
Nice.
It's great, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, so like you guys have really moved away from I'm sure everyone is asking you this now, but you guys have really moved away from like your traditional folk sound, and now you're doing this like, is it rock? Like anthematic? I can never fucking say that word, but
That's fair.
you know what I mean? Like big power ballad sounds that I think is really working, and I really like it. I love the album.
Thank you.
But yeah, why do you think that you've like what was the progression of getting to this point? Not why do you think that, but
I think we didn't really start out to be a folk band.
Yeah.
We sort of hung out at my house, and I didn't have any electric guitars. So it was like, I got an acoustic guitar, and oh shit, I got a banjo. Now we have a banjo in the band. Which we quickly got rid of. But yeah, I think especially when Claire joined the band, it was sort of like, okay, this is a new stage. Now we can play what we actually would like to play.
Yeah.
We have some time to figure out what would sound good on the songs. And we have more access to credit cards now, so we can get an electric guitar if we need one.
And there's always Long McQuaid financing.
That's right. That's right.
get that sponsorship,
right.
guys.
Does any musician have a Long McQuaid sponsorship? I would love to have it.
That'd be amazing.
It would be so useful.
It would be.
Oh my God.
If you're listening, John, we're serious.
All right, your next song is With the Larks.
All right.
Picture your mom different name, a different face. You swim in rivers, you're pecking oranges in winter. The sun's a sliver in the sky of birds, and the only words you know are now. Now I am happy, happy, and every day you sing with the larks. You watch the sunrise. Your friends are there, no one you love dies. Your pretty darling sighs a sound so sweet. You tap your feet and whisper now. Now I am happy, happy, and every day you sing with the larks. Nights I lie here lonely, drugs they sleep me slowly in dreams. Oh God, I'm so alive. Sky is blue up above, heaven's real, so is love. And with my friends our youth revived. We swim in rivers, we're pecking oranges in winter. The sun's a sliver in a sky of birds, and the only words we know are now. Now I am happy, happy, and every day I sing will come. Every day I sing will come. Every day I sing will come.
You guys are really hard not to all fall in love with when you're performing. You're all just like the most genuine people. And anyways, you just have like this crazy positivity that I really, really enjoy.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Getting real.
Getting emotional.
So thank you for performing. And
Thank you for having us.
yeah, anytime. Maybe tell the listener people what's happening next for you guys, and then we'll play your last song.
Well, the big thing is that we're putting out an album,
Yeah.
which we already talked about in great detail. And then we're heading out on tour. We're playing some shows between now and April, but we're going to be on the road for all of April between here and Saskatchewan, I guess it is. And then we're going to the UK with you.
Yeah,
In
well,
May.
not with me, but
Well,
we will be
we're
there.
going.
Yeah.
And it's
Nova
very
Scotia.
exciting.
It's going to take over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally is. Yeah,
Cool.
mostly putting out a record and playing shows.
So The Wilder Beyond comes out. I had to practice saying that.
That's
Just
fair.
I kept like putting an extra L like between the D and the R for some reason. Wilder.
Wilder.
Yeah.
That sounds cooler.
No.
Does. We were a little scared when we came up with it that maybe there was a word wilder
The Wilder Beyond?
But I think we discovered that there was not a word wilder.
Or that wilder was also a word.
Yeah.
They're both.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Well,
We picked a name for the record, and then Google said that Wilder was not a word,
oh,
and
that's
we were
what
like,
it was.
oh no. Then we found out that it was a word.
Right. That's okay. All right, so The Wilder Beyond comes out February 2nd everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
This is Young Desires by Hillsburn.
Smell of high school hallways, lake unflushed young skin, stumbled words in hands at night, soft steady chagrin. This is your young desire. Oh, it's wild and it's sweet and pathetic, and somehow you never forget it. She left with Hallie's comment. It was 1986, and people said, "Now buck up, kid. You're too young, you love too quick." Sunburned Carl Sagan's cosmos, and the lake kinda lost its feel. Now the day she left doesn't stand out much, but is that true? Am I losing touch? Oh, this is your young desire. Oh, it's wild and it's sweet and pathetic. Somehow you never forget it. Oh, this is your young desire. Oh, it's wild and it's sweet and pathetic. Somehow you never forget it. Walking lone home today, on a corner, swear she's there, and stars don't fall.